Greetings, lords and ladies, Kaiser here, and welcome to what I'm hoping is going to be another successful Let's Play of Crusader Kings 2. Now, this episode is just kind of a, introduction episode. Just gonna tell you where we're gonna start, how we're gonna start, and I would love to hear some of your feedback. Namely, we are going to start in the early Middle Ages. Custom game setup. Now, I have looked around and I decided that I definitely want to be one of the pagan lords. And me being a Slav, you probably recall that even in the last campaign that we did, I did mention that I would like to do a Slav Let's Play. Now, Slavs are pretty big in this timeline. However, as you know, I do like a little bit of a challenge. I was thinking about going for the Duke of Carantania, as, you know, my actual place of birth and growing up is, like, right over there. So, yeah, I was thinking about that. Then I was like, you know what? No, being a duke is probably a little bit too easy. Then I checked the counts, but don't really like that. So, I decided that we are going to be starting in Poland. We are going to strive to be the Polish king. We will be starting as the chief Milzas of Krakow, right over there. Now, what I want you guys to help me with is what kind of settings would you like me to do? Now, the Reapers do, like I said, I have all of the DLCs active apart from, like, the, you know, portraits and whatnot, but the actual game-changing DLCs, I got all of them. The Reapers do. I haven't really felt anything in my, like, tryout Let's Play about what this does. Now, from my understanding, there are certain epidemics that can simply just decimate your entire court and your entire land in general, which is absolutely awful. And we all know that it does start, at least historically, it's supposed to start from Asia and come straight towards us. At least the Black Death. That's how the Black Death came with the Mongolian invasions. Now, at a default rate, small and normal outbreaks will appear frequently. Well, I'm guessing that one's fine. Major epidemics? Not too sure. Haven't had any happen. Tell me, do you want that on? Do you not want that on? Another thing, like, I'm gonna leave all of the historical invasions, like the Mongol invasions, you know, the Chinese invasions, tributary wars and major invasions. Chinese adventurers can spawn. I guess, I mean, the Chinese didn't really send that many invasions this way. Once the Mongol Empire fell apart, they were like the Khanats, like the Golden Horde over here. I guess they do count as Asians. Of course they count as Asians, but they don't count as Chinese, so I'm not too sure if that's historical or not, but adds a little bit of flair. So I'm still thinking, do you want me to leave the Chinese invasions up? So that's another thing. So major epidemics, do I leave them on? Do I leave them off? Chinese invasions, do you want them off? Do you want them on? Another thing I wanted you guys to tell me what do you think is the generate families button. Now, we could either say on, off, AI only, that does not really interest me, but either on or off. I tried starting this campaign with both. Now, on off, you literally just spawn with your account and that's it. But all of your surrounding neighbors also only start with account. No real family members or anything. So making early alliances is definitely difficult. On the other hand, you can get a very quick game over if you accidentally have your account killed. So I was thinking about leaving this on so that we have, like, a generic wife and a couple of generic kids. Then again, on the other hand, if we do not have this on and we have it on off, we can actually pick our wife. But from what I saw, there's not really much to pick from, simply because there are very few, you know, generated not just lords but also females and courtiers and whatnot around here. Like, we would actually have to call present debutantes Pretty sure that's not how you say it, but you know what I mean. The in the intrigue tab to actually possibly get a decent female to wed. But that would give us no but if we did that, yeah, like I said, no naps, no alliances, no nothing. So kind of want to leave that on, but tell me what you guys think. We can go with that off as well. Chinese interactions, that's fine. Border dispute wars, yes, I like those. Cassius bellies, yes, I would very much like all of them being on, as we struggled a lot trying to actually get any Cassius bellies going, didn't we? Monks and mystics, they'll worship, will practice their foul magic across the world. I mean, I'll just leave that on default. Secret religious cults, I hear these are pretty fun to have on. Turkic conquerors, historical, yes, that was in history, and yes, I will leave that on. Let them come. Non-epidemic diseases. Cows will develop and contract non-epidemic diseases such as pneumonia and cancer at the default rate. All that was definitely a part of life, so I guess we can leave that on as well. Shattered Retreat, that's another thing that I wanted to ask you guys about. Now, this Shattered Retreat being on kind of just annoys the living hell out of me, simply because if you're trying to invade someone, and you barely defeat his army, he's just gonna send his army out into friendly territory. You cannot chase him, because if you chase him, you're gonna end up chasing him through like 2, 3, maybe even 4 counties. Pretty sure the 4 has never happened, but at least a few counties, and that just takes forever, which is kind of annoying. So I was thinking about just keeping this on off. Like, in my mind, if I beat you in a county and you retreat to, you know, a different county, and I catch you in that county, I should be able to engage you and beat you up again. That's why I'm thinking about having the Shattered Retreat off. Tell me what you guys think on or off. My vote is on off. Army movement lock, I kind of like that. Like, when you're already halfway somewhere, can you really just change your mind and go back? Like, I guess if you have a commander, you can. So tell me if you guys want me to have that on or off as well. Siege assaults, that's fine. Of course, we're gonna keep that. Siege events, yeah, those are fun. Defensive pact, absolutely off. We all felt the ire of having that on. Gender equality default, yeah, both agnatic and cognatic can be available. Supernatural events. Those were a very big part of the game, of history, so thinking about leaving that one on as well. Absurd events, I'm actually not sure what that means. What absurd events mean. But sure, we can leave that on. Is there a default? Nope. Okay, so just on. Dynamic de jure drift. The dynamic de jure drift only is allowed and unrestricted. Is allowed but restricted. Drift can only happen if titles border each other. We'll just have it on default, that. De jure requirement, regardless of the circumstance. De jure assimilation duration, 100 years. Wasn't it like very short? Was it a 50 or 100 in the last game? Probably 100, because I didn't change that when we went into the last campaign. Upon succession of the Khagan, vassals of nomadic horse have a chance to declare independence. Yes, that was a very big thing, yes. Culture conversion. Default rate, we'll keep that. Writing, historical, yes. Rating, sorry, not writing. Interfaith marriages, restricted rulers of unrelated religions will never agree to marriage offers. So I can only marry Slavs. Yeah, sure. Let's leave. Let's keep the bloodline clean. Also, it makes it a little bit difficult, since we won't really be able to get that many alliances outside. But we'll see. We'll see. Vassal republics, story events, Charlemagne. Sure, we'll keep that on. Seems interesting enough. Invitation to court. I just cannot speak today. Fine diplomatic range, yes, I completely agree with that. Provincial revolts, sure, those were a thing, definitely. The old gods provincial revolts. Strength, the strength of provincial revolts is at the default level. Now, I'm just not sure why the default is you know, kind of the same happens in Europa Universalis when like the actual colony or province has like 1,000 population, but then when it revolts, it suddenly has like 8,000 troops in there. Like what? All right. Defensive attrition, yes. Pagan Reformation allowed, for sure. That is a very big part in Holy Fury, I feel. Or otherwise, will be assigned a regent. Yep. Assassination plots only. Direct action. In addition to murder plots, there is also the setting disables achievements. There is also diplomatic action to have people assassinated. I mean, the Slavs... Sure, let's just keep it on plot only. AI seduction. Oh god, that is annoying as hell, but you know, it is realistic. If I can seduce, they can seduce. AI intrigue, for sure. Dueling, definitely. That's a very, very fun part in Holy Fury. Release prisoners after punishment. Sure, why not? We usually don't really punish. We either keep them or we ransom them. That was named after dynasties. Many cultures named their... Yeah, sure, why not? Cultural title names, yes. Multiplayer assassinations. Okay, so these are only multiplayer things. The main size will be on default. Vassal limit will be on default. Grant independence. What does it mean? Grant independence to anyone. Sure. Childhood focus alerts. Yes, I do like to be reminded of these things, especially now that I'm still not completely used to these new DLCs. Both players and AI will be able to form dynastic Crusader states. Certainly. Sounds good. Shepherd's Crusade. That did happen. Holy Fury 4th Crusade. Children's Crusade, Northern Crusade. Alright, so we're gonna have plenty of problems as being Slavs and whatnot, but we'll keep that on. Pregnancy flavor. Pregnancy characters can receive flavor events normally and are temporarily forced into regency during the final months of gestation. Certainly. Martial headgear. Alright, so these are just generic things. Alright, so, as we said, tell me, major epidemics on or off? What do you think? Dynamic, historical, deadly, please not deadly, but dynamic, delay dynamic, or historical? Which ones do you think? Also generate families, yes or no? What do you think about that one? Border disputes, what else was the Shattered Retreat? Would you like it to be on or off? And tell me also about the Chinese invasions. Do you think it's realistic? Do you think it's not? Should I keep it on? Should I not? Tell me about those. Also, army movement lock. So that's another thing. Defensive packs, we pretty sure all agree that's off. And yeah, I believe that is it. Tell me what you guys want, and I'll do it. Achievements are, of course, going to be disabled, as we are going to be forced to keep saving, and Iron Man doesn't really allow that. So that is the introduction video to the new Holy Fury Krakow Let's Play. I'm hoping it's going to be a good one. Hoping you guys are going to enjoy it. Tune in next time, and please, yeah, I'm going to leave this video up for like 2, 3, maybe 4 days before I actually start recording the new campaign, so that you guys have the chance to tell me what you think, maybe even discuss it among yourselves. I will definitely be joining the discussion as well. So yeah, tell me what you think. I will see you guys next time though, and until then, as always, ad gloriam.